Two brands took the exact same idea, prebiotic soda for gut health, and each turned it into nearly $2 billion. Here's the strange part. They got there with completely opposite playbooks. One bet everything on education. The other bet everything on feeling. By early 2025, one had sold to PepsiCo for almost $2 billion, and the other had just raised money at a valuation right behind it. Today, I want to break down the soda war that built $2 billion brands, because the decision underneath it is the single most important one you will make for your own brand. And most founders get it wrong by accident. My name is Cannon. I'm one of the co-founders and the CMO at the Visionary Group, where we scale 7- and 8-figure e-commerce brands. And I have watched this exact pattern decide who wins a category and who disappears. So let's get into it. First, let's start with Olipop. Founded in 2018 by Ben Goodwin and David Lester, Goodwin already had failed once with an earlier prebiotic soda that had never scaled. And he took $100,000 from that exit and poured it into this new idea. The idea was a soda that nudges your diet healthier without asking you to change your behavior. Classic soda flavors with root beer, cream soda, cola with prebiotic fiber inside. Notice the strategy choice baked into that from day one. They did not ask people to start drinking something weird and something they didn't understand. They gave people the soda they already had, but with better things inside of it. Now Poppy, it actually started earlier back in 2015 as a brand called Mother Beverage, brewed in Allison Ellsworth's kitchen and sold at Texas farmers markets. She pitched it on Shark Tank in 2018 while 9 months pregnant and took a deal from Rohan Azza, who had helped build Vitamin Water and Bai. Then in 2020 came the move that changed everything. She rebranded from Mother Beverage to Poppy with bright cans, a bold pink identity, and a look designed to travel on social media. Same liquid, completely different packaging strategy built for a completely different growth engine. Same category, same core promise. Two very different brands about to take two very different roads. Olipop chose to win on trust and education. Their whole engine runs on teaching, TikTok taste test, gut health explainers, recipe content, founders who talk openly about the science and the fiber content. Here's why that works as a strategy and not just as content. When you're selling a product people are skeptical of, education lowers the wall. A first-time buyer has a different question in their head. Does this actually do anything? And Olipop answers it before the buyer even asks. Education content does the job a salesperson would do at scale for free. They paired that strategy with the widest possible retail footprint. By early 2025, they were in more than 65,000 stores. That matters because in beverage, distribution and velocity feed each other. The more places that you sit on the shelf, the more trial you get. The more trial you get, the more a retailer gives you a better shelf placement. Olipop played the long compounding game of authority plus availability. Poppy chose to win on culture and aspiration. Their engine runs on relevance and celebrity. In 2024, they ran their first Super Bowl ad. Obviously, as you know, one of the most watched sporting events in the entire world. In 2025, they ran a second one with creators like Alex Earl. They seeded the product with influencers relentlessly. So your favorite creator was holding a pink can before you even saw the formal advertisement. Here's the mechanic underneath that. Poppy was not selling a gut health benefit first. They were selling the feeling of being current and holding the can that cool people are already holding. The product became a social object, something you display, not just something you drink. And here's the contrast that should stick with you. Poppy had a much smaller store footprint, around 36,000 locations, yet it punched way above that on cultural reach and search demand. Olipop went wide on distribution and deep on credibility. Neither one copied the other, and that is exactly why both worked. This is the tactical part that most people forget, so grab a pen right now. The lane that you pick should be driven by how aware your customer already is of the problem that you're trying to solve. There's an old marketing framework, the stages of customer awareness. You probably have heard about this if you're in marketing, and it maps perfectly right here. If your customer is unaware or just problem aware, meaning they do not yet know that they have a problem or they do not know the solution exists, you lead with education like Olipop. You teach the problem, then position yourself as the answer. Your content calendar is explainers, comparisons, and demonstrations. If your customer is already product aware, meaning the category is hot and they know that these products exist, you lead with identity and culture like Poppy does. At that stage, teaching is wasted breath because they already get it. They already know that product is out there. What moves them is wanting to belong, wanting the version everyone is talking about. Everyone is talking about on social media, TikTok, whatever it is. Your spin goes to creators, moments, and status. Most founders never make this choice on purpose. They run a little education, a little influencer, a little discount, and they wonder why nothing compounds. Pick the lane that matches your customer's awareness. Then concentrate your budget on that one channel where that lane compounds hardest. For Olipop, that channel was TikTok education. For Poppy, it was creator seeding plus tentpole cultural moments. One channel gone deep beats 5 channels done lightly. Look how close the finish line was. In March 2025, PepsiCo agreed to buy Poppy for around $1.95 billion, and that deal closed in May. Roughly a month before that, Olipop raised $50 million at a $1.85 billion valuation and said it had already turned profitable. 2 completely opposite playbooks and 2 outcomes within $100 million of each other. Now the warning, because this is where the technical lesson gets sharp. Right before the 2025 Super Bowl, Poppy shipped custom vending machines to a group of influencers and it completely backfired. People online argued the machines should have gone to schools or hospitals instead of wealthy creators. The lesson there is that when your brand runs on aspiration, the line between exclusive and tone deaf is very thin, and you have to read the room every single time. The bigger warning is about the claims. Both brands face class action lawsuits over their gut health messaging, which you probably heard about. It's all over social media, with Poppy selling for almost $9 million. The message that builds you can become the liability that costs you. Get your claims reviewed early because fixing this after you are big is far more expensive than building it the right way when you are small. So here's what you can walk away with today and implement into your strategy. There is more than one road to the top of a category. The winners pick a position the competitor cannot easily claim. Match it to where their customer sits on the awareness scale, and then concentrate spend on that one channel where that position compounds. Commit to your lane and go deeper than anyone else is willing to, instead of imitating a bigger competitor's entire playbook and spreading yourself way too thin. So if you have a 7 or 8-figure e-commerce brand and you're not completely sure which lane that you should be attacking, please book a call with us down below, because we talk to thousands of e-commerce brands and they're all having the same problems. And this is probably the highest leverage thing that you can do in your business, because it's that 20% that is going to feed the 80% of growth. All the messaging, your framing, your positioning to your customers, all that is super important. And so book a call with us down below. You'll hop on a call with my team, we'll discuss it. But if you don't want to, all cool. Please like, subscribe. I'm just trying to make really cool videos that I like to watch on YouTube that give me a lot of inspiration, a lot of direction. So I'm going to be dropping more of these videos every single week. So let me know what you think about. Let me know what else you want me to talk about, what brands that you're seeing that are growing or you want to hear the backstory of, or whatever it may be. I really appreciate you guys watching this video, and peace out.